vital funds for programs and screenings. One simple step can change a life, and together we can change thousands. Register now at kidneywalk.org/Hawaii and be part of something amazing.
So 2 away. Top of the order for Robert Pitts. Listen to this number from Pitts. Entering today, on his 3-game hitting streak, he was hitting .812, 13 for 16, 4 doubles, 4 RBI, 4 runs scored. He's 9 for 11 coming into this series. 9 for 13 now because he's 0 for 2. And Pitts takes a fastball right down the middle of the plate for strike 1. I mean, that's just insane. 2 doubles, 2 RBI, 2 runs scored in the series, and 5 for 6 yesterday. 0-1. O'Brien ready. He delivers. Fastball. There's strike 2. Bottom outside quadrant of the zone. And O'Brien trying to retake command here. Nunez leading off of first, 2 away. 0-2 to Pitts. Fastball just off the plate away. Vergel de Dios was trying to frame it on the corner. That didn't work. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Really love the freshman catcher, Vergel de Dios. Really do. He's got a great future. 1-2. That's down and away. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And I don't think O'Brien thought that was going to be a strike, but he kind of twirled his way off the mound. Almost kind of having to reset himself here. Was close on the last one. That maybe just kind of overfired. 2-2. Swing and a miss. Pitch in the dirt. There is a strikeout, and the inning comes to an end. Big strikeout of Pitts. He's 0 for 3. No runs on no hits, no errors, and a base runner left. We're still scoreless through 4. This is Hawaii Baseball on ESPN Honolulu.
Aloha from Waiakea. As a proud corporate sponsor of University of Hawaii Athletics, we're committed to keeping our athletes and fans hydrated with delicious volcanic water straight from the Big Island. Rooted in Hawaiian values, we believe in honoring the Aina, land, supporting our community, and living with aloha in everything we do. You can find us at most stores across the islands or learn more at waiakea.com. Live aloha, drink Waiakea.
Abbey Carpet and Floor, voted Hawaii's best carpet and flooring company. Stop by Abbey's showroom on Nimitz Highway and see the amazing 7MTC flooring. This revolutionary product is made out of melamine. It's resistant to fading, stains, and even pet scratches. Come by and see the Scratch Test Challenge. 7MTC, available now at Abbey Carpet and Floor.
Abbey Carpet and Floor, where Hawaii goes for flooring.
Contractor's license number C19140.
Rainbow Warrior Baseball on ESPN Honolulu.
Off to inning number 5. Still no score between Hawaii and UC Riverside. Our broadcast of Rainbow Warrior Baseball on ESPN Honolulu is brought to you by the Hawaii Wall and Ceiling Industry Association. They are hiring journeymen and apprentices. Grow your career and go to hwcia.com. That's hwcia.com to apply. Hawaii will have Lancaster, Quant, and Nahaku to face Matthew Flores. This is not the first time Flores has faced his former team. He did last year back on May 12th when they were at Les Murakami Stadium. He took the loss in that game. Hawaii won 11-3. Pitched an inning and a third, 5 runs, 5 hits, gave up a home run and a triple in that game. Lancaster swings and misses on a breaking ball low and in the dirt. No balls and a strike. That was an 0-7 year for Matthew Flores. 0-1. Fastball inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. I mean, regardless of team, you kind of root for a player that that's in that position. First couple of years of his college career just rough, and his junior year kind of starts to find a way to turn it around. 1-1. Breaking ball, Lancaster lines into the left field, and that's going to drop for a base hit right in front of Lopez. So Hawaii has scattered 4 hits. Lancaster's first. And the leadoff man is on base
The right fielder
for
number
Jared
21,
Quantz.
Jared Quant.
Quant grounded out to second. His first time up. Narrowly missed one last night on a ball that just kind of hung up. And he narrowly missed one on Friday. He had a triple that went off the right field wall. Pitch to Quant is outside and low. 1 ball, no strikes. They got a bunch of people. I don't know how many, but we got people listening in. We say hello to, our good friend Jerry. Our good friend Jerry, who's at every game at Les Murakami Stadium. Quant skies this into left field. Lopez barely has to move. Walks into his left, makes the catch for out number 1. Lancaster retreats back to first. Jerry, listening in Honolulu, says, listening in, more fun than Olive Garden breadsticks. For those that don't know, we were reading off a post from the folks at the Baseball Unstitched podcast who said, we're locked into the radio broadcast. It's the one that keeps us coming back. And I made a horrible analogy as they check on Lancaster at first. I made a horrible analogy that it's the one that keeps you coming back, like the unlimited breadsticks at Olive Garden. And, one person caught on, and I think they probably disagree with that analogy. Pitch, bunt shown. It's popped up by Nahaku. Catcher dives, can't make the play. Great effort by Whittle. He didn't see it right away. He kind of hesitated for about a second. And that was the difference between him making that catch and not making that catch. But what an effort. Laid out as far as he could. Could not catch that popped up bunt. And Rich Hill is going to call for an offensive timeout, bring Nahaku over, and bring over Lancaster. That's one thing that Hawaii, once again, struggling with is struggling dropping the bunt down. And they've been 0 for 2 in that department. Say hello to our friend Julie, who's not here. Julie is someone who photographs a whole bunch of University of Hawaii sporting events on the road. Fantastic person and a fantastic photographer who I want to say I was told was at water polo today or something like that. But Hawaii has a good group of photographers that are here on the road for a number of different sporting events. Nahaku's showing bunt, and they check in on Lancaster at first. Shane is here. So is Michael from Guava Press. There's a good group of people that are very supportive of University of Hawaii athletics and snap some awesome photos. Another check on Lancaster at first. Julie's also given me food recommendations to some of the places I've gone to. And unfortunately, I have to say I haven't gone after any of them yet. I literally got here last night after basketball and went to sleep. Runner goes, pitch is high. Here's the throw to second, and it goes off the glove of the shortstop covering into shallow center field. So Lancaster gets the stolen base. He's into scoring position. That is the first Hawaii base runner to make it to second. And with 1 out now and a runner at second, it's a 1-1 count to Nahaku. I had a migraine headache working basketball yesterday. Got to the hotel here and just went to sleep. Curveball inside. 2-1. So I'll take up one of those recommendations before leaving here tomorrow morning, heading back home and getting to baseball full time from here on out, including the game at Chaminade or against Chaminade Tuesday night. 2-1. Fastball popped in the air. That's going to go back over our heads and out of play. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Kamana Nahaku. Lancaster reached on a single to start the inning. He's at second after stealing the bag. 2-2. And the pitch. Swing. That's spoiled back to the screen. Good at bat here. Hawaii's starting to make Flores work. He hasn't necessarily breezed through the first 3. A couple of base runners, but he's been pretty solid. Nahaku with a high, deep drive down the left field line, but this was going to hang up for Lopez in foul territory. He makes the catch. Lancaster tagging from second. The throw to third is offline. And you've got now a runner at third with 2 away and a pinch hitter here for Vergel de Dios. And it's going to be Itsuki Takemoto who's going to come up and hit. So the freshman will leave the game. I think Hawaii's seeing an opportunity here where you got a left-handed hitter you can bring up and face the righty Flores. And before we see that, we'll see a mound visit to just kind of put things on hold here. This in-game adjustment brought to you by Lex Brody's Tire Company. Wear your University of Hawaii apparel when you visit any Oahu Lex Brody's location and get an additional 5% off your purchase. By the way, heady base running from Lancaster. When that ball was down the left field line, but he realized it was, warning track deep in foul territory. The left fielder having to go back meant he really wasn't able to get any momentum into his throw. So Lancaster, seeing that, knew it was going to be a difficult play for Lopez to bring the ball back in. And so that means the options here with 2 out, a wild pitch or a passed ball can bring in a run. A base hit can bring in a run. And we know how base runners at third, with Coach Hill, they like to be aggressive in their leads off the base. Try to get in the eye of the pitcher, especially it's a right-handed pitcher and you're looking right at him. Takemoto, the pinch hitter. First pitch to him. Swung on. Bouncer right side. That gets into right field. It's a base hit. That's going to bring in Lancaster. And Hawaii's got the first run. Takemoto didn't wait long. A dribbler through the right side. And it's 1-0 Hawaii in the 5th. Once again, Hawaii pushes the right button at the right time. The tag up from Lancaster was huge. Because I think if not for that, I don't think he would have a chance to come in and score. That run brought to you by Sports Stand Sporting Goods. It's not just sporting goods, it's a way of life. Are we going to get a pinch runner here for Takemoto? We will. And that pinch runner is going to be Connor Palmera. You can hear the Hawaii fans in the Hawaii dugout cheering Takemoto as he gets back in there.
Pinch running at first base.
So
for Hawaii,
Palmera,
33, Connor Palmera,
the pinch runner, and you would expect now that he will catch bottom of the 5th on. Top of the order for Shunsuke Sakaino. Sakaino 1 for 2, singled his last time up, and a first pitch slider's outside. 1 ball, no strikes. 1-0 Hawaii, top of the 5th. Today, like yesterday, offense really didn't break through the first few innings, but Hawaii does. First here, change up, got the outside corner, strike 1. Kind of like yesterday. Hawaii broke through with a run in the 6th. But from there on out, 6th inning through the 9th, it was just both teams trading runs, trading leads. 1-1, fastball, bouncer to the right side. Second baseman Chapman will flip it over to Harrison, covering the base. Harrison, the shortstop. And that will end the inning on a fielder's choice. But Hawaii does get a run. RBI single from Itsuki Takemoto. 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, and a base runner left. We're halfway through. It's Hawaii 1, UC Riverside, nothing. This is Hawaii Baseball on ESPN Honolulu.
Building a winning program requires vision, careful planning, and expert execution. Since 1994, Ushijima Architects has provided the highest quality professional planning and design services for various projects throughout our state. Our highly experienced team provides the full spectrum of services, from feasibility studies and master plans to complete architectural design work. Call us today at 808-946-9544. Ushijima Architects is a proud sponsor of University of Hawaii Baseball.
Winning in life takes smart plays and solid teamwork. And at Hawaiian Financial Federal Credit Union, we've got your back. Whether you're saving for the big moments, exploring a great loan, or planning your financial future, we're with you every step of the way. With low rates, easy online banking, and service that goes the distance, we're here for you, for your family, for life. Visit highficu.com or visit us for more details.
Membership open to Oahu and Maui residents. Federally insured by NCUA.
Rainbow Warrior Baseball on ESPN Honolulu.
1 run, 5 hits, no errors for Hawaii. No runs, 2 hits. No errors for UC Riverside. Liam O'Brien has had his best 2 innings here in the last few. He'll face Tyler Gordon, Griffin Harrison, and Jaden Lopez of UC Riverside. Hawaii Baseball here on ESPN Honolulu is brought to you by MotoGen Medical. They have treatments used to elevate pain and help heal joints naturally. Go to MODOGEN.com and sign up for a free evaluation. Palmera stays in the game and will catch for Hel de Dios, although it was Takemoto who pinch hit for him, bringing in the lone run of the game so far. And for Takemoto, by the way, that was his 2nd RBI of the year. Takemoto was supposed to be a guy who would be more of a regular at the plate when he wasn't pitching. But, I mean, Draven Nushida has kind of cemented that DH role as one of the top hitters on this team. So, first pitch down and away to Tyler Gordon. 1 ball, no strikes. Gordon, a single and a walk. He's 1 for 1. 1-0. The next offering from O'Brien is down and away. 2 balls, no strikes to Gordon. You hope O'Brien can give you a little more length here. There is a lefty in the bullpen right now. 2-0 is a liner into left field. That's a base hit. Haku will come in, track it down near the line. It almost didn't look it into his glove. He actually went to go field it. It was still on the ground. But fortunately, Gordon had slowed down at that point, and he is now 2 for 2.
Number 35,
and Griffin Harrison will come in here. So it might give you kind of an idea if O'Brien runs into a little more trouble. Well, actually, here comes Hawaii head coach Rich Hill out of the dugout, and that might lead. And there's the call. O'Brien's done. I'm a little surprised that the hook has come this quickly, but it has been really an off night or off day for O'Brien. He had the 6 strikeouts, 5 walks. He's thrown 82 pitches, and that is going to be it for him. And it looks like we're going to see Corey Ronan out of the Hawaii dugout. This pitching change is brought to you by HCAMP, the Hawaii Concussion Awareness Management Program. Visit hawaiiconcussion.com. So certainly, given that Liam O'Brien had really pitched phenomenally through the first few weeks of the year, you might consider this a little disappointing that he wasn't able to go much farther than what he did. But the pitch count was a little high, and the move had to be made to make the pitching change. So with this call to the bullpen, we will step aside here for just a minute. Your score, it is Hawaii 1 and UC Riverside nothing, with a man on in the bottom of the 5th inning. With this pitching change, we will step aside for a minute. You're listening to Hawaii baseball on ESPN Honolulu.
Tune in before every University of Hawaii baseball game for the Rich Hill Show. We'll talk to the fourth-year head coach about the previous and upcoming game, pitching matchups, and highlight some key players. The Rich Hill Show, presented by the Hawaii Wall and Ceiling Industry Association.
The biggest games and biggest moments in NCAA basketball are on Westwood One.
Left side drives the baseline all the way to the bucket for a two-hand slam.
The countdown to March Madness starts now. During the final month of the regular season, Westwood One has marquee matchups to get you set for the big dance. If it's NCAA basketball, it's right here.
On ESPN Honolulu, 92.7 FM and 1420 AM. Rainbow Warrior Baseball on ESPN Honolulu.
Corey Ronan is the first out of the bullpen for Hawaii. Ronan 1-0 with a 4.91 earned run average in 7 1/3 innings. And it's been a really kind of a much-needed jump for Ronan, the junior, into a more important role, you could say, out of the Hawaii bullpen. Ethan Thomas is, by the way, back up in the bullpen for Hawaii, the righty if he is needed. And Ronan will face Griffin Harrison, who is 1 for 2, a single and a line out. Runner at first, Tyler Gordon, 1-0 Hawaii, bottom of the 5th inning. And Ronan's pitch bounces in the dirt, blocked by Palmera. 1 ball, no strikes. Ronan's kind of ticked up the velocity on his fastball. I think they clocked him last week, I think, at 92 to 94. In the previous week, he was down a bit, 90 to 92. 1-0. So a check swing. He didn't go, but it didn't matter. Pitch was in the zone. 1 ball, 1 strike. One of the things that's been important with Ronan has been his work in the weight room. 1-1. That's a bit high above the letters. 2 balls and a strike. Talking to the pitching coach, Keith Zuniga, he said, Ronan's taken a lot of pride in his work in the weight room, and he's taking so much pride. He's proud of it. He kind of says it all the time. 2-1. Fastball, line back foul. You'll be in the weight room and you'll walk by coach and you'll say, 225. I hit 225. And that has helped him really make his jump. I think the 225 is a real number, by the way. 2-2 is a high towering fly ball toward the line and left. Nahaku making the run in. He will make the catch. Gordon retreats back to first, and there is out number 1. So Ronan gets the first man he faces, and will face Jaden Lopez, who has been a strikeout victim twice. Came in as UC Riverside's leading hitter and then got sick on Friday, didn't play, and that will cool you down. Pitch, bunt shown, pulls the bat back, and it's low and away. 1 ball, no strikes. 1 run, 5 hits, no errors for Hawaii. No runs, 3 hits, no errors for UC Riverside. Ronan's 1-0. Breaking ball, swing and a miss. Nice slider. Stayed over the plate, but had a little bit of a break away from the left-handed hitter. 1 ball, 1 strike. Right fielder Quant is very deep out there. 1-1. Lopez chases that pitch again as it rolls in the dirt. 1 ball, 2 strikes. He has been just off today. Credit Hawaii pitching, but this has not been the Jaden Lopez that UC Riverside has seen all year. Wind blowing out left to right. 1-2. Swing and a miss. Runner goes. Palmera didn't even notice it. The throw to the shortstop, the tag, and he's out. The strike him out, throw him out double play, and Palmera hesitated. He didn't know he ran initially, but the throw to Iquez at the shortstop position still got there in time to get Gordon. And the inning comes to an end. Lopez wearing the hat trick. Gordon thrown out at second. No runs on a hit, no errors, and nobody left as Ronan shuts it down here in the 5th inning. We'll head to inning number 6. 1-0, Hawaii leading UC Riverside. This is Hawaii Baseball on ESPN Honolulu.
How do you get 100% of your work done when you're 40% short-staffed? Across Hawaii, city and state departments grapple with thousands of vacant positions. And with fewer workers, that means longer lines at the DMV, delayed building permits, and slowdowns in essential services. The government could resolve this by offering more competitive wages and benefits. For you, we hope they do. A message brought to you by HGEA, because Hawaii works best when we do.
Dreaming of owning a home? At Hawaii USA Federal Credit Union, we're here to make it happen. With competitive rates and a local team who understand the Hawaii housing market. Whether you're looking to buy your first home or upgrading, our friendly, experienced team is here to guide you every step of the way. For details or today's rates, call our mortgage hotline at 808-844-8048 or visit hawaiiusafcu.com/mortgages. Hawaii USA, life matters. An equal housing lender.
Rainbow Warrior Baseball on ESPN Honolulu.
We're off to the 6th inning. Itsuki Takemoto's pinch hit RBI single is the difference. Hawaii leading UC Riverside 1-0. The 6th inning is brought to you by Hawaiian Financial Federal Credit Union for life. Flores still out there. Miura, Ziegler, Namoa, and Iquez to greet him. There is some light action going on, however, in the Highlander bullpen, as Flores has thrown 75 pitches here through 5. Miura 0 for 2, struck out last time. And the pitch is a fastball up and in, 1 ball, no strikes. It is a lefty who is up. Looks like Joshua Martinez. Long pause, 1-0. Breaking ball, Miura hammers it on the ground, foul of third. 1 ball and 1 strike. Elsewhere around the Big West today, UC Irvine has opened up a 9-1 lead on Long Beach State, top of the 7th inning. Cal State Bakersfield up 5-4 on UC San Diego, top of the 6th. And imagine if the Roadrunners take that series as time is called by the catcher. And I guess the pitch device not working again. But imagine that. I mean, coming into the year, and I've said this to a few people here over the last few days, the way UC Riverside is playing and Cal State Bakersfield is playing. Those were the 2 bottom teams in the Big West projections. 1-1 to Miura. Swing and a towering fly ball out toward right. Nunez will come into his left. He makes the catch for the first out. I mean, if you look at the way, I mean, we haven't seen Cal State Bakersfield. We can only go by the scores. We were watching UC Riverside here in real time. UC Riverside does not look like the worst team in the Big West Conference. Cal State Bakersfield against a UC San Diego team projected to finish 5th and was 9-6 coming into today's play. Cal State Bakersfield doesn't necessarily look like the worst team in the Big West Conference. You know, projections are projections. Ben Ziegler-Namoa takes a fastball, strike 1 on the outer half. He's 2 for 2, a pair of singles. I mean, you hate to project after a couple of weeks, but the one team that has not necessarily impressed is Cal State Fullerton. 0-1. Fastball driven in the air out of play to the left. But then again, the Titans had come from behind against Cal Poly, had a lead in the 9th. I think it was a wild pitch that tied the game in the bottom of the 9th. And Cal Poly would win it in 11. Right now, Mustangs leading 8-3 on Cal State Fullerton, bottom of the 5th inning. Flores is 0-2. Swing, that's spoiled out of play. Back to our left. The other series going on, and that one's been kind of interesting, is UC Santa Barbara and CSUN. UC Santa Barbara will be in Honolulu next week. 0-2. Swing and a softly hit grounder towards short. Picked up on a hop by Harrison. His throw to the first beats Ziegler Namoa for the second out. 2 away for Elijah Iquez. Hawaii leads 1-0. Top of the sixth. UC Santa Barbara is leading CSUN 7-3, but CSUN had leads in both of those games. This has not been a good year for CSUN. 2-9 coming in. Danger of going to 2-10. I mean, they look like they're a little better than their record, but in danger of getting swept by UCSB. Elijah Iquez 0 for 1, grounded into a double play his last time up, and he swings and misses the first pitch for strike one. I would imagine we see Ronan for the sixth, although, again, Ethan Thomas was warming up in the bullpen. So we'll see. 1-0. Fastball is lined back to the screen. I'm sorry, it was an 0-1, and Elijah Iquez fouled it back. It's 0-2. Because Liam O'Brien only went 4, he's not going to factor into the decision today. So his win-loss record will remain at 2-0. His ERA will remain at 0, which is good for him. 0-2. Swing, that's reached for and sent back foul. The problem was this was maybe one of his tougher outings, if not his toughest. Given that, yeah, he got his strikeouts. He struck out 6, but he walked 5. The other thing deceptive about that 5, it wasn't that he was wild or anything. Kind of nibbled here and there. 0-2. Slider is down and inside. 1-2 to Iquez. So it is a little misleading. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Flores, hands below the belt. He delivers. Down and away. Fastball misses 2-2. If the inning continues, Draven Nushida would be next. Third baseman playing closer to the line against Iquez. Pitch. Breaking ball. That hit him on his leg. That just didn't really bend back. And Iquez hit by a pitch for the second time. The 2-out base runner. So I think we'll see eventually from Justin Johnson. Flores' pitch count is at 88. 56 for strikes. And I can see the dugout directing the defense to, especially the infielders, to kind of shift a little bit more the opposite way against Nushida. Third baseman in a tad. They'll throw to first to check on Iquez. He's back. 1-0. Hawaii ahead, top of the sixth. Nushida 0 for 2. Swings at the first pitch. Sends it in the air. Foul territory to the left. And third baseman's not going to have room. About 5 feet foul. Third base side. It's 0-1. So the battle of pitching. Flores, the former Rainbow Warrior, lost against them last year. And right now he's kind of facing a hard luck situation. 4 strikeouts, no walks. 1 run on 5 hits. He's been good. 0-1. Swing and a fastball towards short. Picked up by Harrison. Will go the short way to get the runner at second. Chapman right there to field the throw. And that's the end of the inning on the fielder's choice. No runs, no hits, no errors, 1 left. We'll head to the bottom of the 6th. Ronan's coming back out. Hawaii leads the Highlanders 1-0. This is Hawaii Baseball on ESPN Honolulu.
Aloha, this is Kunoa Leahy from Let's Talk Sports. I've been asked by some to provide an update to my experience undergoing knee joint therapy treatment from Dr. Charles Arakaki at MotoGen Medical. I underwent multiple knee surgeries due to basketball injuries in my younger years, so in need of relief, I reached out to Dr. Arakaki. His regenerative joint therapy treatment uses healing properties from your own body to create an injectable serum that generates healing and relief. Series of injections and shockwave treatments over the course of about 6 weeks covered it in my case, and I completed the 6 weeks back in October. The results were immediately. Pain and swelling diminished noticeably, and now, almost 4 months removed, my knees are still feeling great. So give Dr. Arakaki a call if you're experiencing joint pain or discomfort in your knees, hips, lower back, or shoulders due to past surgeries or bone-on-bone wear and tear. Call MotoGen Medical for a free evaluation, 808-562-5000, or book your free evaluation online at motogen.com, modogen.com.
Aloha, this is Stan Mahilona from Sports Stan. You're listening to University of Hawaii Baseball on ESPN Honolulu.
1-0, Hawaii leading the Highlanders of UC Riverside as we go to the bottom of the 6th inning. The Rivas, Chapman, and Nunez against Corey Ronan. Before we see Ronan throw the first pitch of this half inning, we'll pause 10 seconds for station ID. This is Hawaii Baseball on ESPN Honolulu, presented by Sports Stand Sporting Goods.
Your official radio home of University of Hawaii Sports is ESPN Honolulu, KKEA Honolulu, 1420 AM and 92.7 FM.
The first baseman.
Our great crew here coming to you from Riverside. I'm Josh Pacheco. Andrew Rivas will face Ronan to start the home half of the 6th. Rivas 0 for 1. He did walk back in the first inning against Hawaii starter Liam O'Brien. Ronan, the left-hander, his pitch is a fastball a bit high. If you're just tuning in, Hawaii's lone run came in the 5th. Itsuki Takimoto pinch hit for David Verhel de Dios and sent the first pitch, a dribbler through the right side for a base hit. As the next pitch is low, it brought in Sage Lancaster, who led off that inning with a single, and that has been the difference. Matthew Flores has pitched admirably for UC Riverside. Liam O'Brien just kind of stumbled his way through 4 innings. 2-0. Fastball right down the heart of the plate, strike 1. And despite all of that, I mean, the walks from O'Brien were probably walked 5, but only 3 hits. UC Riverside stranded 7 on base. 2-1. A slider right over the middle of the plate again, strike 2. You got Chapman, right-handed hitter. Nunez hits left. That's what's next in the lineup. 2-2. That's just outside. Pitch running away from Rivas, and it's 3-2. Outfield left to right for Hawaii, Nahaku, Miura, and Quant. Third to first, Lancaster, Iquez, Sakaino, and Ziegler Namoa. Connor Palmera is the catcher. 3-2. And that's a curveball bending inside. It misses for ball 4. So Rivas reaches to lead off the bottom of the 6th.
The second baseman.
Continue to say hello to some of you listening in, letting us know on our,
Chapman.
or on my, it's not our, my X at Josh on the radio. Brandon's listening in. The Olive Garden analogy earlier seems to have stuck with a few of you. Bunt shown, fastball way high and away for ball 1. So high and away that Palmera just lost his mask on accident. Chapman 0 for 2. Brandon said, now I am craving for Olive Garden breadsticks. I guess I know what's for dinner. That, you know, it's not a bad idea. 1-0, bunt shown again, and as the bat's pulled back, the fastball reaches the bottom of the strike zone. It's 1-1. It's all the fault of the folks from the Baseball Unstitched podcast. It's on them for the reason that made it in the broadcast today. 1-1, bunt shown again. Bat pulled back, and the fastball's high. 2 balls, 1 strike. Remember, we'll see you Tuesday for the Chaminade game, but we want you to listen in on Friday for Rainbow Wahine basketball. As the bunt shown again, fastball, bunted foul. And it's 2-2, bunted right back in front of the catcher. The number 1 seeded Rainbow Wahine basketball team with its first game in the Big West Conference Tournament presented by Credit Union 1. Dave Kawada, Callan Spiller, our number 1 seeded team, will be there at Lee's Family Forum on Friday. 2-2. Swing. No, he held up on a slider running down and in. Good take. It's 3-2. Landon Nunez is on deck. He would be a lefty against the lefty Ronan. 3-2. Swing and a liner into right field. That's a hit. Rivas is going to stop at second. He almost went too far around. The throw came back to Iquez, the shortstop, and Rivas got back in there. First 2 are on here in the bottom of the 6th inning. And let's see how Hawaii's bullpen
Number 11, Landon Nunez.
happens. There's no catcher out there. There's a couple of guys stretching around. But this is going to be on Ronan, or is it? Rich Hill is walking out of the Hawaii dugout. But again, nobody was throwing. Thomas was throwing earlier. He's kind of stretching around right now. But he hasn't thrown in a little while. But you've got to imagine that this is there to just kind of settle down the situation. 1 run, 5 hits, no errors for Hawaii. No runs, 4 hits, no errors for UC Riverside. It's been a well-played game here so far. But the Highlanders are threatening for the first time really since the 2nd inning. UC Riverside loaded the bases with 2 out in the first. But a strikeout to Manoa Chapman left them all there. And then they loaded the bases with 2 out in the second. But Griffin Harrison hit a sharp liner right at second baseman Shunsuke Sakaino. That left the bases loaded there too. The 2 on are here with nobody out in the bottom of the 6th inning. For those asking about the breadsticks thing, the Baseball Unstitched podcast folks said we're locked into the radio broadcast. It's the one that keeps us coming back, which I said the poorly used analogy of it's kind of like the unlimited breadsticks. They keep you coming back. Thomas looks like he's going to get loose again in the Hawaii bullpen. Big hitter here is Landon Nunez. He is walked twice. 2 on, nobody out. Let's see if Nunez is showing bunt. He's got the bat over his shoulder, now brings the bat forward, pulls it back, and a strike is taken. 0-1. Coach Hill giving out the defensive instructions. I want to see what kind of play they put on here. Corner infielders are creeping in. Let's watch the middle infield. Corner infielders crash. The bunt put down foul, third base line, and it's 0-2. They had the play where the corner infielders crashed in and the middle infielders went to go cover first and third respectively. And now with 2 out, you kind of expect that maybe the bunt is off. Danny Veloz is now joining Thomas in the bullpen for Hawaii. 0-2. Down in the dirt. Good block by Palmera. That time the play was Ziegler Namoa, the first baseman, crashing in. Count 1 ball, 2 strikes. The next hitter, who is Whittle, is a right-handed hitter. 1-2. Down and away. Slider again blocked by Palmera. 2 balls and 2 strikes. You don't really want to give anything to hit, so you try to give something that is appealing to the eye. With the trust of Palmera that you kind of spike it in the dirt. He'll chase. 2-2. Fastball running inside and low. It's 3-2. And Ronan is one pitch away from loading the bases. Left-hander, deep breath, pauses, looks at second, now fires. Fastball low and away, ball 4. Bases are loaded. Rivas over to third. Chapman to second. Nunez walks for the third time. Is there anybody ready to face the right-handed hitter Whittle? Or will they keep it with Ronan? And here comes Rich Hill. That's going to be it for Corey Ronan. Ronan got all the outs in the 5th inning, but hasn't gotten a single one here in the 6th. And it's going to lead Hawaii to go back to its bullpen for the 3rd time in a situation where UC Riverside has a golden opportunity to take the lead. Bases are loaded with nobody out, and Hawaii goes to the bullpen. This call to the bullpen is brought to you by HCAMP, the Hawaii Concussion Awareness Management Program. Visit hawaiiconcussion.com. Hawaii 1, UC Riverside nothing. Bases loaded, nobody out, and with this pitching change, we'll step aside for a minute. You're listening to Hawaii Baseball on ESPN Honolulu.
Abbey Carpet and Floor, voted Hawaii's best carpet and flooring company. Stop by Abbey's showroom on Nimitz Highway and see the amazing 7MTC flooring. This revolutionary product is made out of melamine. It's resistant to fading, stains, and even pet scratches. Come by and see the Scratch Test Challenge. 7MTC, available now at Abbey Carpet and Floor.
Abbey Carpet and Floor, where Hawaii goes for flooring.
Contractor's license number C19140.
The biggest games and biggest moments in NCAA basketball are on Westwood One.
Left side drives the baseline all the way to the bucket for a 2-hand slam.
Every week, tune in as the best teams in the country square off. During the final month of the regular season, Westwood One has marquee matchups to get you set for the big dance. If it's NCAA basketball, it's right here.
On ESPN Honolulu, 92.7 FM and 1420 AM. Rainbow Warrior Baseball on ESPN Honolulu.
Hawaii's new pitcher is Danny Veloz, who comes up here in the bottom of the 6th inning in a 1-0 game with the bases loaded. Veloz's line 1-0 with 3.86 earned run average in 4 2/3 innings. He pitched on Friday, gave up just a hit in an inning and 2/3. Kind of knew he was going to be available here. Wasn't used a whole lot. Really, the only ones, for the most part, unavailable were the guys who went yesterday, Freddie Rodriguez and Isaiah Magdaleno. Although both of them have said, hey, I want the ball. The fact that they threw over 40 pitches kind of tells you that maybe that's not the best idea, and I don't know that Hawaii wants to go that route. But Veloz, the one coming in here with the bases juiced. Rivas at third, Chapman at second, Nunez at first, all with nobody out. Corey Ronan, 26 pitches, 2 walks, 1 strikeout, 1 hit allowed. But he is responsible for all 3 on base. So David Whittle will face Danny Veloz. Sacrifice bunt in the 2nd. Struck out swinging in the 4th. Whittle is 1 for 1. Hawaii middle infield playing double play depth. First baseman Ziegler Namoa well off the line. Whittle swings and lines back a slider foul. Third baseman Lancaster, a little closer to the base. But you would imagine here, if it gets toward first, there might be a play at the plate. Anywhere else, you're looking for out. So 1 swing, and that's foul tipped, rolling back. No balls and 2 strikes. So a good start here for Veloz with nowhere to put Whittle. Got to throw strikes. that is Freddie Rodriguez, who is now throwing in the Hawaii bullpen. You can tell because he's got that green glove. Long pause. Veloz is 0-2. Just outside. Fastball misses. Veloz pauses. Looks at the plate, wondering where he missed. And it's now a 1-2 count. Thing with Rodriguez, I mean, it could very well be for one batter if they use him. 1-2, Veloz fires. Breaking ball line into left center field. That's a base hit. Rivas will score. Behind him is Chapman. This one goes all the way to the warning track. Nunez going to round third. Here comes the throw home. It is late. A bases clearing double for David Whittle. And UC Riverside is taking a 3-1 lead. Veloz just hung one middle in. Whittle took it out deep to left center. We talk about how this ballpark plays big. That one rolled all the way toward the warning track. And that has been the kind of series it has played out to be. Both teams going back and forth. That was like that the first 3 innings on Friday night. It was like that from innings 6 through 9 yesterday. And it showed up here. Fastball, a strike on the outside corner to David Gibbs, who's 0 for 1 with a walk. So Whittle clears the bases. RBI 7, 8, and 9 for him. 0-1, he shows bunt, pulls the bat back and takes Hyatt away. 1 ball, 1 strike. And there is a lefty now up and throwing for Hawaii, along with the right-hander Rodriguez. 1-1. Bunt shown again, and it's put down right side. Are they going to say it hit him in the batter's box? It did. Foul. So it's 1-2. Almost looked like a clean bunt for a brief moment. But it did just nick Gibbs in the batter's box. So 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. Still nobody out in the inning. Veloz deals outside. 2-2. Robert Pitts, who has been one of the hottest hitters in the conference coming into today, is 0 for 3, and he's due up next. All of a sudden, Matthew Flores has now been given a lead. 2-2. Swing and a miss. Filthy slider running in on Pitts, and there's out number 1. Whittle remains at second. Here is Pitts, who is 0 for 3. By the way, all 3 of those runs charged to Corey Ronan. And Rodriguez, I think, is going to sit down out there in the bullpen. 3-1 UC Riverside, bottom of the 6th. Fastball swung on, hit toward right by Pitts. Quant, going back to his left. He makes the catch. Whittle will tag up to third. Pitts 0 for 4, but that was a somewhat productive out, getting Whittle over to third base with 2 out. And here's Tyler Gordon, who's reached all 3 times. And out comes Hawaii coach Rich Hill one more time. And he's going to make the call for the left-hander in the bullpen. So Veloz goes 2/3 of an inning, allows that bases clearing double, is responsible for Whittle now over at third base, and he's going to call on his 3rd pitcher of the inning. This pitching change brought to you by HCAMP, the Hawaii Concussion Awareness Management Program. Visit hawaiiconcussion.com. 3-1 UC Riverside, runner at third, 2:08, bottom of the 6th. We will tell you about the new pitcher who I believe is Dylan Waits. And we'll tell you about him when we come back. 3-1 UC Riverside here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Actually, that is not Dylan Wade. That is Jimmy Urban. We'll tell you about Urban when we come back. 3-1 UC Riverside leading Hawaii. This is Hawaii Baseball on ESPN Honolulu.
Aloha, Rainbow Warrior fans. Get ready. Keiki Hood is making its official debut at Hawaii football's spring game. A game day spirit apparel line inspired by childhood creativity, Hawaiian roots, and the love for UH sports. Designed for the next generation of fans and those young at heart, Keiki Hood is all about repping Hawaii with pride. Join us Sunday, March 9th from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. at TC Ching Complex to grab exclusive Keiki Hood merch available only at the H Zone pop-up tent. Plus, don't miss our limited edition Timmy Chang and Micah Alejado graphic tees while supplies last. It's more than just a shopping experience. It's your first look at this year's team. Stick around after the game for a meet and greet with players and coaches, score autographs, snap some pics, and connect with your Rainbow Warriors. So, mark your calendars. March 9th, 4 to 6 p.m. at TC Ching. Keiki Hood is here. Are you ready?
Rainbow Warrior Baseball on ESPN Honolulu.
Left-hander Jimmy Urban will make his 3rd appearance of the season for Hawaii. The junior from Phoenix, Arizona, 6'8", 240 pounds, is not allowed an earned run this year in an inning and a third. And he comes in here, I would imagine, the likelihood just the final out. He'll have to face Tyler Gordon, the left-handed hitter. Thomas was back around and warming for Hawaii for a brief moment in the bullpen. Actually, he's going back up now, so maybe this is a sign. Urban faces the lefty. You see Riverside's lineup. Right, left, right, left, left. I mean, they've mixed it up. Fastball high. Gordon singled twice and walked. He is 2 for 2. Third is David Whittle. His bases clearing double right now is difference as UC Riverside leads Hawaii 3-1. 1-0 pitch is a slider down and away, blocked in the dirt by Palmera. 2 balls and no strikes. Bose in the 7th. We'll have Lancaster, Quant, and Nahaku now having to play from behind, which is something they have done every game in this series. 2-0 from Urban. Slider high, 3-0. Urban coming into today, 2 strikeouts, no walks in his inning and a third. 3-0, bunt shown, pulled back. That's a fastball for a strike, just to put something in the pitcher's eye. 3-1. Irvin doesn't want to let this inning keep going. 3-1. Fastball, low and outside, ball 4. First and third now for Griffin Harrison,
The shortstop,
who is 1 for 3. Single to the first, lined out to second in the second, and flied out to left in the 5th. Harrison, I mean, even that line out has hit the ball pretty well. Unlucky to a degree. And here comes Rich Hill yet again. And that's it for Urban. So kind of what we thought with the lefty in front of him, that maybe that was going to be the only guy that Jimmy Urban would face. And indeed, that is correct, because Urban is done. And they'll call on the right-hander in the pen to come in and relieve Urban. This pitching change brought to you by H-Camp, the Hawaii Concussion Awareness Management Program. Visit hawaiiconcussion.com. Hawaii's bullpen has struggled here in this inning, and it'll be Ethan Thomas coming in out of the bullpen, and we'll tell you about him when we come back. 3-1 UC Riverside leading Hawaii, 2 out, 2 on, bottom of the 6th inning. And with this pitching change, we'll step aside for a minute. This is Hawaii Baseball on ESPN Honolulu.
Get ready for Hawaii's biggest pickleball showdown, the Hawaii Pacific Health ESPN Honolulu Open, presented by HMSA. From April 10th to 13th, the Hawaii Convention Center transforms into a pickleball paradise. With practice indoor courts, pro exhibitions, expo, clinics, giveaways, free activities, and more, entry is free to the public. Head to HonoluluOpen.com. Mahalo to our sponsors: Hawaii Pacific Health, HMSA, Pickles at Forte, Ala Moana Hotel, Hawaii Tourism Authority, All Access Ortho, Bank of Hawaii, Office Pavilion, and YAO Water.
The biggest games and biggest moments in NCAA basketball are on Westwood One.
Left side drives the baseline all the way to the bucket for a two-hand slam.
The countdown to March Madness starts now. During the final month of the regular season, Westwood One has marquee matchups to get you set for the big dance. If it's NCAA basketball, it's right here.
On ESPN Honolulu, 92.7 FM and 1420 AM. Rainbow Warrior Baseball on ESPN Honolulu.
Hawaii's going to its fourth pitcher here at the bottom of the sixth, and it is Ethan Thomas, the right-hander, who comes in 1-0 with a 7.71 earned run average. Redshirt freshman from Alameda High School in Alameda, California, 6'5", 230. This is his third appearance. He's pitched 2 1/3 innings. It was Ronan who came back after finishing up the fifth, gave up 2 walks and a single. Danny Veloz would promptly give up a bases-clearing double to David Whittle. And then after a strikeout and a flyout, Jimmy Urban came in, walked the only batter he would face on the lefty versus lefty matchup in Tyler Gordon. And now Thomas, the right-hander, to face the right-handed hitting Griffin Harrison. So this inning has been a little disastrous for Hawaii. But Rich Hill hoping the matchup call here works out. Thomas ready, hands above the belt, his pitch. Down and away, blocked by Palmera. He's done a fine job behind the plate. 1 ball, no strikes. Whittle's at third. He right now is the guy who's put UC Riverside in front. Gordon at first. He walked a short time ago. What a no. The offering from Thomas. Slider down and away. They'll appeal. Gary Gilman over at first said he didn't go. 2 balls, no strikes. Hawaii pitching has offered 8 walks. Not accustomed to seeing that from Hawaii. 2-0. Thomas delivers. Fastball, driven in the air. This will go out of play to the right side. And, one of the fans is like, I'll try to make the catch. He turned his hands away, and it landed right on the piping of the railing to the right. Could have made that catch. 2 balls and a strike. Mentioned the 8 walks. I'll get to that stat in a moment. 2-1. Fastball's above the letters. It's 3-1. The most walks Hawaii has given up in a game was 6. And that was Friday against UC Riverside. 3-1. Fastball hit hard toward third. Lancaster picks it up, fires across to first in time, and that ends the inning. But UC Riverside scores 3 in the inning on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 base runners left. Hawaii's going to have to play from behind, down 3-1 as we move to the 7th. And I think we'll see a new pitcher here for UC Riverside. This is Hawaii Baseball on ESPN Honolulu.
Ready for UH football, huh?
Yep, check this out.
Oh.
Around sound, that works.
Whoa, I'm ready, bro.
Hey, watch this.
How come the blender went off?
Huh?
The blender in the kitchen went off, bro.
Nah.
Try again.
Oh, man.
Okay, we can make some like fruit smoothies.
When you want your home or business wired right, call a unionized electrical contractor. 847-5341.
IBEW Local 1186, lighting your path to the future.
Here's the dream. Keep doing what you love. What drives you? What's your passion? Whether you're catching waves, climbing mountains, or playing with the grandkids, the choices you make now can help you keep living your life your way. At Hawaii Pacific Health, we're here to help you live healthier with preventive care and a personalized approach. Learn more at hawaiipacifichealth.org/healthierlife.
Rainbow Warrior Baseball on ESPN Honolulu.
Joshua Martinez on the mound for UC Riverside. Highlanders have a 3-1 lead on the Bows as we go to the top of the 7th inning. And Martinez pitched yesterday, went 2 2/3 innings, allowed a run on 3 hits, struck out 2 and walked 1. So question is, how much does Martinez have here in the tank? That will be important as Hawaii throws out Lancaster, Quant, and Nahaku. Matthew Flores, it's a quality start for the former Rainbow Warrior. 6 innings, a run on 5 hits, struck out 4, did not walk a batter. Sage Lancaster will face Martinez. Lancaster's 1 for 2.
Lancaster.
Struck out looking in the 2nd, singled and scored in the 5th inning. This series even at 1 game apiece. And I think you got a pitch com problem here for Martinez. He's going to go swap out his for someone else's. Flores is, of course, because Flores doesn't need it anymore now that he's out of the game. And Martinez will work with it. Just kind of sits in on the, I don't know if he has it on the left side or the right side of the inside of his cap. Doesn't really matter. Hawaii's going to need base runners. Pitch to Lancaster. Fastball away. I mean, given 5 hits, you've had 2 batters reach via hit by pitch, and that was actually Iquez both times. Fastball, a called strike on the outer half. 1 ball, 1 strike to Lancaster. See Nolan Milliman walking around. He might be the next guy. We'll see. He pitched yesterday. 1-1. Fastball. Lancaster sprays it out of play to the right. It's 1-2. I was looking to see if the NCAA's RPI had officially been updated. It hasn't since Friday morning. 1-2. Fastball high and outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Lancaster, hitting right-handed. But you've got to imagine that Hawaii's RPI can take a little bit of a hit. The loss yesterday, this would not help it if this result holds. 2-2. Fastball, high, bouncing ball towards short. Charging the shortstop, Harrison. Throw on the run to first. Beats Lancaster by a step and a half. 1 down. And it'll be Jared Quant coming in, who will hit from the right side this time. Quant's 0 for 2, flied out to left. His last time up. Remember, Hawaii next in action on Tuesday against Chaminade. We'll be on the air just after 6 o'clock with Rainbow Warrior Countdown. Quant swings at the first pitch, rips it into left field. That's a hit. Really needed that. But Quant gets on base.
The left fielder, number 25, Kamana Nahaku.
And here comes Kamana Nahaku. So tying run comes to the plate. Nahaku 0 for 2. Has hit the ball well. Slider away. 1 ball, no strikes. 1-0. Fastball high and outside. 2 balls, no strikes. And I dare ask the question again, given that Martinez went away yesterday, kind of wonder what he has in the tank here. 2-0. No, they'll throw over to first and check on Quan. Two and 0. Martinez's pitch is down low. 3-0. Martinez ready. He fires. Fastball, a called strike on the outer half. Three balls and one strike. You see Riverside starting to get some work going in its bullpen. 3-1. Fastball popped up. Left side of the infield. Shortstop Harrison shielding his eyes. Glove out. Makes the catch. And there's the second out. Two down.
The catcher, number 33, Connor Palmera.
And here's Connor Palmera. Palmera's first plate appearance. He came in as a pinch runner for Itsuki Takemoto back in the 5th inning. Has been a defensive, or came in to catch after that. They'll throw over to first, check on Quan. Palmera, 222 hitter, 5 runs driven in. Three to 1, UC Riverside, and Palmera takes a changeup for a strike. It's 0-1. If Palmera can keep the inning going, Shinsuke Sakaino is on deck. 0-1 is a called strike. Fastball reaches the outside corner against the right-handed hitter. 0-2. Martinez ready. He delivers. Swing, and that's sliced out of play back to the right. White trailing 3-1, and all of a sudden, after that 3-run 6th, well, it's back against the wall, but again, Hawaii's done that many times. 3-1, runner goes, pitch misses outside, throw to second's going to get into center field. Quant thought about getting up and going for third, but Pitts, the center fielder, got on that and quickly brought it back in. It's going to be a stolen base for Quant, so he's in scoring position, and a 1-2 count. And you know what? That was actually close to being strike 3, too. Palmera with a very tough take. Count 1 ball, 2 strikes. Pitch. Slider down and away. 2-2. Winner takes the series. Hawaii won on Friday 17-5. UC Riverside won in 13 yesterday 4-3. 2-2 pitch. Down and in. 3 balls and 2 strikes. A changeup at Palmera's feet. So we're seeing Martinez get tested here. 3-2. Offering. Breaking ball down and in, ball 4. Now the tying run is on base. Martinez was ahead in the count 0-2 and just could not finish off Connor Palmera. So here is Sakino. Battery of Whittle and Martinez will meet, and action does start to go quickly in the UC Riverside bullpen. Sakino 1 for 3, singled in the third inning. It is 3-1. UC Riverside leading Hawaii in the top of the 7th inning. Lefty versus lefty matchup. Look over at second, pitch to Sakino as a slider missing inside, 1-0. Matthew Miura on deck. Martinez to the plate. Fastball got the outside corner. 1 ball and 1 strike. I mean, some of those corner calls have been very tight around the edge. 1-1. Fastball cut on a miss, strike 2. Looked like it had some two-seam action coming in on the left-hander. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Martinez a strike away from shutting the door on Hawaii's threat. Here's the pitch. Fastball swing and a miss. Sakino strikes out, and that ends the inning. No runs on a hit, no errors, 2 base runners left. Time to stretch here in Riverside. It's UC Riverside leading Hawaii 3-1. This is Hawaii Baseball on ESPN Honolulu.
Building a winning program requires vision, careful planning, and expert execution. Since 1994, Ushijima Architects has provided the highest quality professional planning and design services for various projects throughout our state. Our highly experienced team provides the full spectrum of services, from feasibility studies and master plans to complete architectural design work. Call us today at 808-946-9544. Ushijima Architects is a proud sponsor of University of Hawaii Baseball.
Hardware Hawaii. Customer first in Kailua.
Hi, this is Eddie. I'm the lead lumber for Hardware Hawaii, Kailua. I like helping customers find what they need. It's not like another stranger just shopping here. My customers are like my friends, and then I just help them out, and I feel good, and it just makes my day. We're out here in the lumberyard ready to serve you.
Hardware Hawaii. Customer first in Kailua.
Aloha, this is Stan Mahilona from Sports Stan. You're listening to University of Hawaii Baseball on ESPN Honolulu.
To the bottom of the 7th, UC Riverside leading 3-1. Highlanders will have Lopez, Rivas, and Chapman, and Hawaii will have a new pitcher. It's Freddie Rodriguez out for Hawaii. He is the 6th Rainbow Warrior pitcher. We saw Rodriguez go yesterday. Was all right. He had given up 2 runs, 1 earned on 3 hits, 4 strikeouts, and 2 walks in those 2 innings. The runs were actually on 1 a wild pitch and then 2 a throwing error. That's why of the 2 runs, 1 were earned. So Rodriguez, and you wonder, because I was talking with pitching coach Keith Zuniga earlier, and he had said, more than likely Rodriguez, after throwing 40-plus pitches yesterday, would not be available. But he wanted the ball, stressed that yesterday when they were doing their post-game workout. And he's getting the call. Fastball called strike to Lopez, who has struck out 3 times. Here's the 0-1. That's taken on the outside corner, 0-2. It's been tough for Lopez. He had a hit yesterday, but was sick on Friday and almost seems like he's still kind of battling back from that. Was their team's best hitter coming into the weekend. 0-2. Check swing. Fastball is high. He didn't go on appeal to third. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Hawaii in the 8th. Miura, Ziegler, Namoa, and Iquez. 1-2 pitch is a changeup down and in. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Rodriguez, big deep breath. He kicks and fires. Changeup, that's a bit high. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Rodriguez delivers. Fastball inside, ball 4. So leadoff man gets on. And here's Andrew Rivas, who has walked twice. He is 0 for 1. 3 runs, 5 hits, no errors for the Highlanders. 1 run, 6 hits, no errors for Hawaii. It is the walks, however, that have been brutal. And that number continues to build. Hawaii pitching is bunt shown. Rivas pops it up behind home plate. Palmera looks up, makes the catch. So that is a big first out.
Now batting for the Howlers, playing second base, number 26, Manoa Chapman.
Now Manoa Chapman. Chapman 1 for 3, singled back in the 6th inning and later scored. By the way, note to the guys upstairs, you have the wrong pitcher up there. As a look down, pitch is down and away, gets under the glove of Palmera, and it's going to be a wild pitch. So Harrison gets over to second with 1 out and some insurance potentially for UC Riverside in the bottom of the 7th. Now the walks, it's 9 walks to 8 strikeouts for Hawaii. The 9 walks, the most in the game this year. 1-0 is a changeup called strike right over the middle of the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike. One. Look at second, the delivery. Swing and a hard ground and a third. It goes off the glove of Lancaster into shallow left. Lopez retreated back to second base, and he's going to stay right there because he wasn't sure if that ball was going to be fielded. So no movement from Lopez. Chapman at first on the single. And here's Landon Nunez, who has walked 3 times. Still looking for his first official plate appearance, and out comes Rich Hill from the Hawaii dugout. Freddie Rodriguez, the 6th pitcher of the game for Hawaii. And we might see a 7th here very soon if Rich Hill feels like it. But this has been, I think, one of the very few frustrating games from Hawaii pitching. And granted, Liam O'Brien didn't allow a run, but he walked 5. It was up and down for him. And then Corey Ronan got out of it for him. But then Ronan had his own problems, allowing the first 3 on in the 6th. And there's the call. So Rodriguez is done. And Hawaii's bullpen, or Hawaii pitching in general, a sub 3.5 ERA, but today has really labored.
pitcher for Hawaii.
And we'll get a new pitcher. This call to the bullpen is brought to you by HCAMP, the Hawaii Concussion Awareness Management Program. Visit hawaiiconcussion.com. 3-1 UC Riverside leading Hawaii, 2 on and 1 out. And with this pitching change, we'll step aside for a minute. This is Hawaii Baseball on ESPN Honolulu.
The Hawaii Wall and Ceiling Industry Association is looking for skilled drywall installers, finishers, and cement plasterers. Whether you're a journeyman or an apprentice, we offer great opportunities for career growth in Hawaii's thriving construction industry. You'll enjoy benefits like health insurance, paid vacation, and a retirement plan. If you're dependable and excited about being part of a great industry, call Lisa at 808-271-4195 or go to hwcia.com. That's hwcia.com and apply.
The biggest games and biggest moments in NCAA basketball are on Westwood One.
Left side drives the baseline all the way to the bucket for a two-hand slam.
Every week, tune in as the best teams in the country square off. During the final month of the regular season, Westwood One has marquee matchups to get you set for the big dance. If it's NCAA basketball, it's right here.
On ESPN Honolulu, 92.7 FM and 1420 AM. Rainbow Warrior Baseball on ESPN Honolulu.
Isaiah Magdaleno is the new pitcher for Hawaii, and we'll talk about him in just a moment. I do want to share this news that we are seeing right here in front of us. Steven Tsai is reporting it from the Honolulu Star-Advertiser. Our friend and the voice of Hawaii Athletics, Bobby Curran, has passed away. Bobby did call baseball well back when, but was also the voice of Hawaii football and Hawaii men's basketball. Had been battling here recently, but we've just been told that he has passed away. I don't know how to really continue on in a broadcast like this, knowing that heartbreaking news. We'll do our best from here. Isaiah Magdaleno is in, and a first pitch called strike. Bottom into the zone to Landon Nunez, who is 0 for 3. He has walked 3 times. Magdaleno pitched yesterday, 0-1. Is lined back foul. It's 0-2. Magdaleno pitched yesterday for Hawaii. He was the second out of the bullpen after Freddie Rodriguez. His line 1-0, a .75 earned run average in 12 innings. Walked 2, struck out 5 in 3 innings yesterday. And he had said after the game, just like Freddie Rodriguez, that he wanted the ball today. Breaking ball, bouncer, that is foul to first. No balls and 2 strikes. Runners at first and second with 1 out. Lopez at second. He walked, got over to second on a wild pitch. And the runner at first is Manoa Chapman. 0-2 is called strike 3. Fastball, very bottom of the strike zone. And Nunez strikes out. Two down in the inning for David Whittle. Whittle has been the difference maker in this game. 3-run bases clearing double back in the 6th inning. Whittle is 1 for 2. Magdaleno sets belt high, looks at second. Here's his pitch. Fastball, this is ripped deep out to left field. Nahaku going back to shy of the warning track at the wall. He leaps. Did he hold on to it? Let's see. No, it's gone. Whittle with a 3-run home run, and it's 6-1. That had just enough. Nahaku was trying to track it back to his left. It looked like he might have had his glove on it, but it did go over the wall, and I'm looking at Nahaku's body language, kind of squatting down in his position in left field. I think he knows he had a chance at it. But David Whittle has been everything for this UC Riverside offense. He's driven in all 6 runs. First pitch strike to David Gibbs, who is 0 for 2. 6-1 UC Riverside. Next pitch is swung on a miss, strike 2. 2 of those runs charged to Freddie Rodriguez, the other on Magdaleno. Here's the offering. Is a changeup low and away. Ball 1. UC Riverside is in a situation where they could potentially win this series. 1-2. Swing and a miss. Strikeout of Gibbs. And the inning is over. A 3-run 7th for UC Riverside on the Whittle 3-run home run. 3 runs, 2 hits, no errors, and nobody left. We go to the 8th. UC Riverside leads Hawaii 6-1. This is Hawaii Baseball on ESPN Honolulu.
This place they call paradise, I call my home. Blessed to be born and raised local ground.
With hotels, condo resorts, and vacation rentals on 5 Hawaiian islands, Castle Resorts and Hotels is a Kama'aina favorite. When you need a place to stay to attend a tournament, family function, or a golf getaway, visit castleresorts.com for special Kama'aina rates.
H-A-W-A, 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 there ain't no other place like these islands.
Castle Resorts and Hotels. Born in Hawaii, built on hospitality, inspired by aloha.
H-A-W-A, there ain't no other place like these islands.
Rainbow Warrior Baseball on ESPN Honolulu. Brought to you by Ushijima Architects.
Go to the 8th. UC Riverside is leading 6-1. Number of changes here for UC Riverside. Will be a new catcher, and it will be Ethan Bergen, who will come in and catch for Whittle. And also in the left field for Nunez is Badawi. So we'll reset things here in a moment. Too bad for Whittle. You've driven in 6. You just hit a home run, and you're out of the game. As first pitch to Matthew Miura is a 2-hopper to second, picked up by Chapman. His throw to first is in time to beat Miura. 1 pitch, 1 out here in the 8th. It'll be Ben Ziegler-Namoa, followed by Elijah Iquez.
Ziegler-Namoa.
Do you know what? If you're Whittle and you've done a pretty solid job behind the plate, pitch, check, fastball to strike on the outside corner, 0-1. You feel like you've done everything you can, well, might as well go out on a high note. 0-1. Swing and a foul tip into the glove of Bergen for strike 2. Rich Hill trying to encourage Ben in that left-handed batter's box, saying, next pitch, come on. And he'll take this one into center field. Pitts moving back. Pitts twisting at the track. It's going to land behind him, and 1 hop off the fence. Ziegler-Namoa will get into second base with a 1-out double. That is Hawaii's first extra base hit, and it comes here in the 8th inning.
The shortstop,
And that extra base hit brought to you by Hawaii USA Federal Credit Union, proud supporters of UH Athletics. Hawaii needing really to cut in this. I don't know how long UC Riverside expects Joshua Martinez to get going here. Iquez 0 for 1 has been hit by a pitch twice. Hawaii trailing 6-1, top of the 8th inning, and Iquez takes the slider low. 1 ball and no strikes. There is a righty up and loosening in the Highlander bullpen. 1-0. Fastball, strike called bottom of the zone. 1 ball and 1 strike. Here's the pitch. Swing, that's foul tipped at the plate. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Iquez trying to get this going. Pitch. Iquez rips it through the left side. It's a base hit. They're going to hold up Ziegler Namoa at third. Big single for Iquez. And Hawaii now has runners at the corners with 1 away. Hawaii and Iquez in particular is a team that swings the ball well the opposite way. It's something they work on a lot. Iquez coming through. He's been on base now 3 times. And let's see. It's going to be Nushida here, and they'll keep the lefty versus lefty matchup. Nushida's 0 for 3, grounded into a fielder's choice back in the 6th inning. Pitch to him. Slider, misses inside. Ball 1. Ziegler Namoa at third. Iquez at first. 1-0. Fastball, belt high strike. 1-1. I'll see catcher Bergen come out and dictate the play for his defense. 1 ball, 1 strike. Martinez fires. Bunt shown. Pulled back, but that's a strike. Bottom of the zone. 1-2. I'm not sure. I mean, it looked like the runner from third wasn't going, so it might have, if the plan was for a safety squeeze, they didn't execute. 1-2. Swing, and that's poked back foul to the right. 1 ball, 2 strikes. I mean, it would be kind of a weird situation to do it, given that it's a 5-run game and you need offense. 1-2. Bronze down and away and will go to the backstop. Ziegler Namoa will come in to score. Iquez turns over to second on the wild pitch, and it's 6-2. Can that be the catalyst? Tried to spike a slider down and away, and Bergen couldn't handle it. That run brought to you by Sports Stand Sporting Goods. It's not just sporting goods, it's a way of life. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Look over at second. Pitch. Swing and a high bouncing ball to the right side. Chapman waits for it. The second baseman. Throw to first just gets there for out number 2, but Iquez gets over to third. And Sage Lancaster will step up. Lancaster in this game 1 for 3. He singled and scored in the 5th inning. Hawaii trailing 6-2. Top of inning number 8. Martinez delivers. It's a slider for a strike. Right at the bottom part of the zone, 0-1. Iquez slightly off of third, 0-1. Lancaster takes a fastball low. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 out. It's 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and we can see the moon out in right center field on this very clear afternoon. 1-1. Breaking ball low and inside, 2-1. It is a day where most everybody here on the continent had their clocks jump forward an hour. 2 balls, 1 strike. Martinez maybe at the empty part of his tank. Pitch. Fastball is off a hop. It's misplayed by Chapman. That's going to bring in a run. Iquez scores on the air at second base, and it's 6-3. That was kind of an in-between hop on the low liner to Chapman, and it went off the wrist of his glove and bounced away. So E4, Iquez scores. Hawaii has plated 2 in the inning. It's 6-3, and here's Jared Kwan.
The right fielder.
Quant singled and stole a base in the 7th. He is 1 for 3. Hawaii trying to again fight back from behind. They've done that every game in this series. Slider down and inside his feet, 1-0. 6 runs, 7 hits, no errors for UC Riverside. 3 runs, 8 hits, no errors for Hawaii. 1-0 to Kwan. Fastball misses away. 2-0. If I'm being honest with you, I'm really surprised. Martinez pitched yesterday. He's thrown 42 pitches today. As he'll sing one over to first to check on Lancaster. He threw 38 pitches yesterday. That's 80 pitches spread over 2 days, and then you got to add the ones that he threw in the bullpen too. 2-0. Misses inside. 3-0 on the fastball. You can't keep him out there much longer, can you? 3-0 is right down the middle. Fastball taken all the way. Strike 1. 3 balls, 1 strike to Jared Kwan. Pitch from Martinez. Fastball just got in there right below the letters. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Lancaster should be on the move. Here in a full count. And the pitch. Swing and a high fly ball out toward left center field. Coming over the center fielder Pitts, he makes the catch, and that ends the inning. Hawaii gets 2 back, however. 2 runs on 2 hits, 1 UC Riverside error, and one left on base. We'll go to the bottom of the 8th. Highlanders 6, Rainbow Warriors 3. This is Hawaii Baseball on ESPN Honolulu.
Sports Stand Sporting Goods is Hawaii's best baseball and softball store. At Sports Stand, you'll experience the largest selection of baseball and softball gloves and bats in Hawaii. You know the rules. Quality sporting goods always at a price you can afford. Stop by Sports Stand Sporting Goods in beautiful downtown Waipio, 94-547 Ukea Street, Suite 303. Or give them a call at 808-676-STAN. That's 808-676-7826. Remember, at Sports Stand, it's not just sporting goods, it's a way of life.
This is Kanoa Leahy inviting you to watch Kapeva by the Hawaii Community Foundation. It's a new podcast that delves into some of the biggest challenges we face in our community. Join me as I sit down with experts and community leaders and discuss legitimate solutions and actions to improve life for all of us here in Hawaii. Watch Kapeva on YouTube or listen on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and other major streaming platforms from the Hawaii Community Foundation. We believe in a better Hawaii.
Rainbow Warrior Baseball on ESPN Honolulu.
UC Riverside leading 6-3. We'll pause 10 seconds here for station ID. This is Hawaii Baseball on ESPN Honolulu, presented by Sports Stand Sporting Goods.
ESPN Honolulu is Hawaii's sports leader. KKEA Honolulu, 1420 AM and 92.7 FM, part of the IO family of companies.
I'm Josh Pacheco. We're at the Riverside Sports Complex in Riverside, California. UC Riverside is 3 outs away at the top half of the next inning from picking up a series win over the University of Hawaii. Won yesterday in 13 innings, leading 6-3 here in the bottom of the 8th. It'll be Robert Pitts, who's 0 for 4. Tyler Gordon, who's 2 for 2. And Griffin Harrison, who's 1 for 4. And Isaiah Magdaleno is back out there. Magdaleno's first pitch is ripped down the left field line. It's hit well. Nahaku looking back. That one's way gone. High up onto the netting in left field. Another home run, this time by Robert Pitts. It is 7-3 UC Riverside. That one was left up and in, and it was a no-doubter. Nahaku turned about 5-10 feet and just said, forget it.
A third baseman, number 14, Tyler Gordon.
Pitts. Ooh, this is a quiet day in the series. Rich Hill is out of the dugout, and I think he's going to go to the bullpen. Pitts' first home run of the season. And Hawaii's bullpen, really Hawaii's pitching staff, I mean, O'Brien kind of stumbled through, but Hawaii's bullpen has had one of its worst outings all season. This call to the bullpen is brought to you by HCAMP, the Hawaii Concussion Awareness Management Program. Visit hawaiiconcussion.com. 7-3 UC Riverside in the bottom of the 8th inning. A run already in. And with this pitching change, we will step aside for a minute. You are listening to Hawaii Baseball on ESPN Honolulu.
Aloha, Kanoa Leahy here, and I am thrilled to tell you about Kahala. Kahala Aloha shirts are stories of our island home. Stylish, comfortable, designed by local artists, Kahala has been part of our ohana since 1936. As a proud partner of Let's Talk Sports, we encourage you to wear the original Aloha shirt that generations have loved. Pick one up for yourself at one of Kahala's 6 stores island-wide, or you can visit them online at kahala.com.
The biggest games and biggest moments in NCAA basketball are on Westwood One.
Left side drives the baseline all the way to the bucket for a 2-hand slam.
The countdown to March Madness starts now. During the final month of the regular season, Westwood One has marquee matchups to get you set for the big dance. If it's NCAA basketball, it's right here.
On ESPN Honolulu, 92.7 FM and 1420 AM. Rainbow Warrior Baseball on ESPN Honolulu.
New pitcher is Charlie Adamson for Hawaii. This pitching change brought to you by HCAMP, the Hawaii Concussion Awareness Management Program. Visit hawaiiconcussion.com. The number on Adamson coming in, no wins, no losses, a 4.50 earned run average in 6 innings of work. Batting average against of 261. And he'll face Tyler Gordon, Griffin Harrison, and Jaden Lopez. Gordon 2 for 2, 2 singles, 2 walks. 7-3 UC Riverside. This really kind of a stunner here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Adamson ready, and the right-hander's pitch. Bunt shown, put down third base line. Lancaster charges, gloves, throws on the run to first. It's not in time. And Gordon beats it out. Wow. Hawaii's bullpen today, or Hawaii's pitching staff in general, 9 walks, 9 strikeouts, 2 home runs in the last 2 innings. Whittle hit the 3-run home run. Pitts a solo home run to start this inning. Here's Griffin Harrison, who's 1 for 4. And the pitch to him, he shows bunt, puts it down. Coming off the mound is Adamson. Looked at second. Instead, will throw to first to get the sure out. So sacrifice bunt. 1-3. So Gordon over to second. And Jaden Lopez, who has struck out 3 times, and he has walked. 7 runs, 9 hits, 1 error for UC Riverside. 3 runs, 8 hits, no errors for Hawaii. Look over at second pitch. Is a changeup, a called strike on the inner half. 0-1. There are, if this holds, I'm looking over at Cal State Bakersfield. There are a couple of results that could stun this conference. Next pitch, this is ripped. Out to right field, but it will hang for Quant. And he makes the catch. Tagging up from second, getting over to third without a throw is Gordon. I mean, that ball was well struck, but during the day, I'm a little surprised that that hung.
Number 3.
2 down,
Andrew
1 on, 1 in.
Rivas.
Here's Andrew Rivas, who has walked twice. He is 0 for 2. And I'm looking at those results. In fact, here's a stunner. CSUN has come from behind to lead UC Santa Barbara 9-8. And that game's in the 9th. Or bottom of the 8th, I beg your pardon. Rivas takes a fastball for strike 1 on the outside corner. At the 16th ranked team in the nation who has trailed twice in each game of the series and now trailing again. And this is at home. 0-1 to Rivas is down and inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Cal Poly's defeated Cal State Fullerton 10-4. Cal State Bakersfield, that's the other one. UC San Diego 11-7, top of the 9th inning. Cal State Bakersfield is projected to finish second to last in the Big West. 1-1. Swing, that's lined right to first. Ziegler Namoa to his right gets it out of the air and ends the inning. But Robert Pitts' solo home run to left field has extended UC Riverside's lead. 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 man left. We'll go to the 9th. It is 7-3, UC Riverside leading Hawaii. This is Hawaii Baseball on ESPN Honolulu.
1 run.
Aloha from Waiakea. As a proud corporate sponsor of University of Hawaii Athletics, we're committed to keeping our athletes and fans hydrated with delicious volcanic water straight from the Big Island. Rooted in Hawaiian values, we believe in honoring the Aina, land, supporting our community, and living with aloha in everything we do. You can find us at most stores across the islands or learn more at waiakea.com. Live aloha, drink Waiakea.
Abbey Carpet and Floor, voted Hawaii's best carpet and flooring company. Stop by Abbey's showroom on Nimitz Highway and see the amazing 7MTC flooring. This revolutionary product is made out of melamine. It's resistant to fading, stains, and even pet scratches. Come by and see the Scratch Test Challenge. 7MTC, available now at Abbey Carpet and Floor.
Abbey Carpet and Floor, where Hawaii goes for flooring.
Contractor's license number C19140.
Rainbow Warrior Baseball on ESPN Honolulu. Brought to you by Hawaiian Financial Federal Credit Union.
It is 7-3, UC Riverside leading as we go to the top of the 9th inning. Hawaii trailing by 4 with Nahaku, Palmera, and Sakaino all due up. Joshua Martinez is out of the game, and the new pitcher is Nolan Milliman. Milliman pitched 2 innings yesterday through 19 pitches and got the win to improve to 2-0. Struck out 1 and walked 1. So just like Martinez, Milliman being used for the 2nd day in a row. If you're just tuning in, This is being reported by the Honolulu Star Advertiser, but we have learned of the passing of the voice of University of Hawaii Athletics, Bobby Curran, earlier today. Our condolences, our thoughts are heavy. Our hearts are heavy to learn of his passing today. He has been battling through some things here recently. We grieve. Our thoughts to his family. It's hard. It's hard news to hear. We play on with this game as Bobby would want us to. A called strike to Kamana Nahaku. Next pitch from Milliman. Swung on and missed 0-2. But certainly, yes, our hearts are hurt today, are broken today for our teammate, our friend, Bobby Curran. 0-2, down and away. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Called some baseball back in the day, but most know him as the longtime voice of Hawaii basketball and Hawaii football. 1-2 to Nahaku. It is swung on a miss. Fastball off the plate away. He chased it for out number 1. We'll see a pinch hitter here for Palmera.
The catcher,
it will be
Connor Palmera.
Aiden Cooney who will hit here. This in-game adjustment is brought to you by Lex Brody's Tire Company. Wear your University of Hawaii apparel when you visit any Oahu Lex Brody's location and get an additional 5% off of your purchase. Cooney hitting from the left side against the righty Milliman. And the pitch to him is a big swing and a miss on a pitch left up in the zone, strike 1. Cooney has been, he started really early on in the year at first base, but he's found himself out of that rotation since. He swings at the next pitch, pops it foul, left side, third baseman chasing, and nobody will get there as it lands in the bullpen. Cooney coming in hitting 118 with an RBI. Matthew Flores, the former Rainbow Warrior pitcher, is in line for the win for UC Riverside. 1 run on 5 hits, 4 strikeouts, no walks. Joshua Martinez, 2 runs, 1 earned in 2 innings, 3 hits, a walk, and a strikeout. Next pitch, Cooney takes high and away. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Hawaii's bullpen right now, the story. Adamson a hit in that last inning. Magdaleno and Rodriguez pitching after they did yesterday, and they've gotten burned today. 1-2. Swing. This pop back to the left. That will go out of play. 7-3. UC Riverside in the top of the 9th inning. Highlanders trying to kind of shock the Big West here in this first weekend. 1-2. Swing and a miss. Change up, down and in. Cooney strikes out, 2 away. And Hawaii down
The second baseman, number 2.
to its final out. And it is Shinsuke Sakaino, who is 1 for 4. Hawaii would fall to 1-2 in the Big West, 11-4 overall. I think looking at the rest of the Big West, this might not have been a good weekend for the Big West as a whole. First pitch down and in, it hits Sakaino's feet, and so he'll take first base. I say that because for all the talk coming into this weekend about, hey, UC Irvine, one of the favorites to win the conference, UC Santa Barbara ranked, Hawaii's RPI really good. You're kind of hoping the Big West could maybe at best be a 3-team conference into the NCAA regionals, and then you look in front of you and UC Santa Barbara is in danger of losing at home against CSUN. UC Irvine takes 2 of 3 from Long Beach State, losing on Friday. And then you see this result here. Runner goes, pitch is taken inside. They weren't really holding the runner, so Sakino will take second. It's ball one to Matthew Miura. And it will place a lot of emphasis on these next few series. 1-0, breaking ball, swing and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike. And that UC Santa Barbara series is Rich Hill will walk down the third base line and call for time. He's pointing toward, what is he calling for? Is he calling back Matthew Miura? He is. Wow. He's pulling Matthew Miura mid at bat. And that's rare. He's gonna have Jack Salmon pinch hit here with a 1-1 count to Miura. And I think he's probably thinking, I guess he's thinking the matchup here with the left-handed hitter going up against Milliman. I guess.
Hitting for Hawaii, number 15, Jack.
That's
Salmon.
surprising to say the least. Miura is one of your better hitters, although he's 0 for 4 today. Rich Hill's called some of the right things. See if this works. Salmon takes a fastball away, 2 balls and 1 strike. So you put a left-hander, the junior Salmon, against the righty Milliman. 2 balls and a strike. Pitch. Salmon drives this one into right center field. On his horse is the center fielder. He will not get there. It'll be played at the warning track. Salmon racing into second. He's got a double that drives in Sakino, and it's now 7-4. So that button that was pushed worked. Salmon picking up the RBI. That extra base hit brought to you by Hawaii USA Federal Credit Union, proud supporters of University of Hawaii Athletics, and that's Salmon's second RBI. So you get perplexed by that move, and then that worked, and you say, oh, okay. Ben Ziegler Namoa 3 for 4, doubled his last time. Swings at this first pitch, sends this one out to center field, but it looks like Pitts near the track, backpedaling, makes the catch right in front of the wall, and ends it. And UC Riverside, I don't think this is an understatement, UC Riverside stuns Hawaii, taking 2 of 3 in this weekend series. Final UC Riverside 7, Hawaii 4. And the Big West, I won't say the Big West has been turned upside down, but the Big West has certainly been put on notice that if you're a top team in this conference, it will not be handed to you. UC Irvine does not come out unblemished. Hawaii certainly does not come out unblemished. And UC Santa Barbara having a hard time in its series with CSUN. Final score, UC Riverside 7 and Hawaii 4. Highlanders improve to 10-6, and somewhat of an impressive start for Justin Johnson's team, and Hawaii will fall to 11-4. We'll come back with the particulars in just a moment. UC Riverside takes the series over Hawaii 2-1, winning here 7-4. This is Hawaii Baseball on ESPN Honolulu.
Did you know that concussion doesn't only happen in sports? About 40% of concussions reported are non-sports related. These happen in everyday events such as slips and falls, motor vehicle accidents, and recreational activities like skateboarding and bicycling. Concussion can also occur in unfortunate circumstances like assault and abuse. Be aware of the signs and the symptoms. And if you suspect a concussion, go to your medical doctor to get treated and learn to manage your symptoms. This message brought to you by HCAP, the Hawaii Concussion Awareness Management Program.
Winning in life takes smart plays and solid teamwork. And at Hawaiian Financial Federal Credit Union, we've got your back. Whether you're saving for the big moments, scoring a great loan, or planning your financial future, we're with you every step of the way. With low rates, easy online banking, and service that goes the distance, we're here for you, for your family, for life.
Visit hificu.com or visit us for more details.
Membership open to Oahu and Maui residents. Federally insured by NCUA.
Sports Stand Sporting Goods is Hawaii's best baseball and softball store. At Sports Stand, you'll experience the largest selection of baseball and softball gloves and bats in Hawaii. You know the rules. Quality sporting goods always at a price you can afford. Stop by Sports Stand Sporting Goods in beautiful downtown Waipio, 94-547 Uke'e Street, Suite 303. Or give them a call at 808-676-STAN. That's 808-676-7826. Remember, at Sports Stand, it's not just sporting goods, it's a way of life.
The Hawaii Wall and Ceiling Industry Association is looking for skilled drywall installers, finishers, and cement plasterers. Whether you're a journeyman or an apprentice, we offer great opportunities for career growth in Hawaii's thriving construction industry. You'll enjoy benefits like health insurance, paid vacation, and a retirement plan. If you're dependable and excited about being part of a great industry, call Lisa at 808-271-4195 or go to hwcia.com. That's hwcia.com and apply.
Rainbow Warrior Baseball on ESPN Honolulu.
UC Riverside wins 7-4 over Hawaii, taking the last two games of this three-game series, winning the series did UC Riverside. This is not the first series win that the Highlanders have had this year. They actually went to St. George, Utah, took 3 of 4 from Utah Tech, and then they had a split weekend series last weekend where they played 2 against California Baptist and 2 against University of Utah, and took both games of that series. So that's already now 3 series wins for UC Riverside. Last year,